side, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Being chased out left. This complete to the tight end Clay. Give him 32 on the play.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
They go play action here on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Late stages of the game here in the fourth quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They keep it with Henry on first down. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Charles Clay is tied in the intended target, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play. First down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
2nd and 6. Steps away. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try.
Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out. They'll run on first down. It's Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Now he'll pull it down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Go now. 18 Gator. 59. Let's go one more.
This is Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now a first carry for their fullback. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
On first down, Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that after the game,
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
no doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for
Coach, this is the 2020.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
10 over. 57, come on. Squeeze, double. Ready?
He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A huge play there right off the bat. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They're going to look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure.
And the pressure gets to him again. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the... The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this 1st quarter. First carry for Josh Jacobs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Henry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 62 yards on the ground. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams with touchdown. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On second down, here's Henry. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Derrick Henry. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Go, go. Stick to your
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
After the sack, you could understand it maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish. But he looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that first down in the process. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He completes it to Henry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Williams showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw, being chased out left. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, Have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
70, Indy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Basham in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Dancing to it, and he's going to go down again. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got a man complete. It's Clay.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. On 3rd down, Henry. be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone, and now it'll be 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Both offenses have been clicking in this with a lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down now, it's Henry. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Come on, set. And logo.
Again, it's Henry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now back to throw. Catch made, it's Moreau. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. His 6th. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Raiders, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Training, I do my own stunts. Shortly after, I'll bust in where the Shree's at, and I'll save the day. Oh, damn, she's kind of sweet. Still.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
I got you. I got you.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dante Hightower leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.